Hello everyone, and welcome to this final episode, where I showcase what's new in Holds the City Overhaul. I'm the model for Galandel, and today we'll be looking at Falkreath. That horse is not supposed to escape from the stable. But yes, this is the final video, and I just want to say as a point of fact, I haven't exited the game once while I've been filming this. This has all been done on the same day, in one playthrough, no crashes. Pretty nervous now because Falkreath is pretty well. It's very heavy on the memory unless you have ENB boost and other things, but that is not a guarantee, right? And especially if you've been playing for a very long time. I am on the Legendary Edition. I don't think you'd have to worry about these things on the Special Edition. And now that SKSC and mods are being ported, maybe I can lower my shoulders a bit. But yeah, for a long time, making things as big and expansive as Falkreath, which is the town I've been given most positive feedback on, has been kind of difficult for me because I'm kind of afraid I'll make the engine overload or something, or a computer will catch fire and I'll be all held accountable. But yeah, let's explore. If you've played Skyrim with Holds before, then there are not many changes for you to see here. I have changed a few things from the first version of the mod, but these changes are in the version that's available now, which is 0.8. So unless you're interested in that, don't watch it, but if you want to check it out and just hear me talk about my design decisions, do stick around. I'm fairly confident this will be a two-parter because of the size of this place, but we'll see how many interiors I go into. But yeah, here we got some red guards who have traveled from Hammerfell selling their wares. They're not allowed inside the city walls, and it's not because of good old Nord racism, but because of they're having problems with bandits, and Helgen has been destroyed, so they're very paranoid at the moment. But yeah, notice we have new tower designs, we have a new gate, which is a little bit more simpler, and we have a new wall design. So everything Colovian, which this is actually a Colovian town, it's not pure Nordic. This was one of the Nordic estates, and actually the guy that Tiber Septim fought for was actually King of Falkreath. So the fact that this place was like this about the same size as Riverwood kind of bothered me when I found out about the lore and stuff. We did not have a lot of luck with the weather, did we? Gonna see if I can change that. Right now there's a weekend market in operation here. So if you're here on a weekday, then there will not be a market here, but on the weekends, yeah, they sell their produce, and yes, we got good weather, good. And today it's more than us, so there is no market. But yeah, so we got the homes here. I want this place to be like, it's Colovian, but it's also Nordic, so kind of join them together. So it's kind of like coral, but also kind of like anything you'd find in Skyrim. So you got the hay roofs, and probably gonna change the texture for something better, but yeah, this is the inn. I'm just gonna quickly go over everything in exterior, and then we'll see about that part 2. We got the bookstore, the general store. I need to change that pole because that looks terrible. We got the houses here. I went for a bit of a German look to this place. Like if you watch those old barbarian History Channel coverages where they covered people like Siegfried and Arminius, they had towns which maybe weren't as tightly packed as this, but something like this in design, and I thought it would be cool to have that. So you can clearly tell if you're traveling around Skyrim that this is on the border to Cyrodiil, and it has had its impact on it. Oh, there's a guitar here, I never noticed that before. And I added it there. There's a warehouse here where there will be some quest for you to do, whether you're a thief or a guard. There's a gatehouse here. That's the magistrate. So yeah, they do have a different kind of ruling going on here than the rest of Skyrim. But it's still very much a Nordic place. You got the blacksmith here. Well, she's from interesting NPCs, which is a must-have. We got the towers. I'm actually kind of tempted to add a smelter in here because there's so few of them. We got a town hall again. This is why every town is different, you know. They have different way of doing things. We got the bank here, which is also where the couriers go to rest. That horse is not supposed to be outside of. You know, if anyone know how to do this, please let me know. But how can I make sure these animals stay put when I wait? Because when I wait, they kind of pop into new locations. One way to do it is just to separate the Navmesh so they can't get out of it. They're kind of stuck on an island, if people know what I'm talking about. But if an NPC gets stuck in there, they're stuck in there for life. So I want to avoid doing that if possible. Here we have the execution place, and noticeably you would not die here, because I'm gonna have to find a solution to this. Maybe make it so that the ground drops or something. I'll look into it. But yeah, we got, this is the old district, so it's more wood, so we got it separated. Here is where, if you play with notice boards by Manny GT, Holds is gonna have its own system of that, where you can pick up quests and read some notes where these signs are gonna be changed. If you tell I'm rambling, it's because I've been doing this for a few hours now. I do apologize. The guard has a dog. Cool. There's a butchery here, there's a bakery, there's a library, there's a lot of stuff to see here. This is the first major city that I did, actually. That's why there's so, why I put so much attention to it. And hopefully with this update there will be as much attention put into every other city as well. This is the Hunters Guild, so it's a new guild you can join, where basically the concept is all about hunting things. Hunting exotic animals, and yeah, I kind of want to have quests which are more centered on being in the cities rather than being outside of them, but there will be quests and guilds and stuff where you go outside and do specific tasks, which aren't just fetch this in this cave, and more story driven and narrative driven stuff. This is the Urals Longhouse Falkreath, which is obviously named after Freya's hold in Norse mythology. Again, I go crazy with Easter eggs. There's a tower here which is very different from the other towers, and the reason for this is because Falkreath once had a castle, not a longhouse. This is new. When the Oblivion Crisis happened, there was actually a collapse from the mountains which buried the keep underneath the rubble and quarter of the city. It's what we have here, in fact. Why people can just walk over it. It didn't used to be that way. And when they dug it out, they found cliff walls instead. So there will be quests which go into whatever happened to that. And all that remains is this tower, which nobody can get to. And there's a lot of secrets, and a lot to explore, a lot of lore that we've added in. I know ESO did its own thing with the lore and stuff, and I'll try to make it fit, but I wrote this before ESO ever came out, so maybe gonna have to revise it a little bit, because I understand when they do something, it's from Bethesda or Zenimax, and I do have... This is the Jarl's Longhouse. This is a work in progress, so I haven't added the fat roofs, there's still wood. There's some shields there, but I haven't done much else here. But, yeah. I kind of regret showing this now, because this doesn't look good. I'm gonna have to do some work here before I release it. But yeah, this is part 1. In the next part, I'll be looking in the other interiors. I hope you enjoy, and give me some feedback, drop a like, and have a good evening. Goodbye.